Crownpeak has created a unique solution that is a SaaS-based platform for anyone to create, edit, and manage content while at the same time using built-in tools to ensure the creation and deployment of all digital touchpoints are of high quality. This demonstration will show some core features for the Crownpeak Digital Experience Management Platform, or DXM. It will be seen that just like editing and creating content, creating dynamic personalized experiences for web visitors is also going to be incredibly easy. Platform users will be empowered to create and deliver personalized marketing messages for specific web visitor personas. And these users are going to be able to do that without having to trouble members of the IT team to get it done. I'll begin by logging into the platform. Keep in mind that since Crownpeak is a decoupled solution, everything I do will not impact the live site until I want it to be impacted, most often through a workflow approval process where content is created and then gets approved by folks tasked with these roles. I start off by previewing a web page inside of the platform. However, this is not the asset I want to work on today. I'm going to select another asset that contains some dynamic personalized content. A new asset preview window opens up, giving me access to the content I want to work with and edit. This is a landing page that contains a web form to capture visitor information and a variety of content types. Editing content is very easy and straightforward, and this can be seen in other Crownpeak demo videos. What I'm looking to do with this landing page is provide different personalized content experiences for different web visitor personas. To personalize the content, I need to create different variants of content and provide a way for each variant to be displayed based on what I know about each web visitor. The Targeting View tab shows me the different personas that I've defined for my page. Since this is a landing page for a pharmaceutical product that helps relieve a condition known as dry eye, my personas are split into three types: ophthalmologists, optometrists, and patients. I want to deliver different messages to each of these different personas. How do we do that? With Crownpeak, I create simple business logic rules that identify a web visitor based on what I know about that web visitor. I also create content variants meant for the specific web visitor personas. I associate the content variant with the business rule and publish my website. This will then yield a dynamic personalized experience for my targeted web visitor persona. The business logic, or what Crownpeak calls target groups, are divided up into any of three methods. The first is browser or session-based information. This is information that we know about our web visitor's current browsing session, such as the time of day, device type, and even their geographic location based on their IP address. The second is cookie-based information. Anytime a web visitor fills out a web form, the fielded data provided can be stored in their web browser cookie and then used in the future for personalization. Additionally, the web visitor's behavior can also be stored in the browser cookie and used for personalization. In this way, Crownpeak can personalize digital experiences based on one section of the website a visitor looks at, documents they download, or videos they stream. The third way is via integrations. Crownpeak is extremely versatile and can integrate with any third-party backend database, such as a marketing automation platform like Marketo, or Eloqua, or Silverpop, and CRM systems such as Salesforce, Dynamics, and Sugar CRM. In this way, fielded data in these data stores can be used as business logic for Crownpeak personalization. This also includes access to gated content. For example, if a web visitor has a user ID and password to access content behind a login screen, then there probably exists some profile information on that web visitor that was provided by them in order to attain the user ID and password. Any or all three of these methods can be built into a variety of business rules for Crownpeak personalization. Currently, we are previewing this page and content will be displayed to any web visitor that does not meet any of our targeted personas. Let's look at the different content variants that were already created for our three different web visitor personas. Notice how the content changes to a variant with a specific set of marketing messages and images meant for an ophthalmologist. Now the content changes again, but this time it is messaging and images meant for a patient to see. Great! We have content meant for specific targeted web visitor personas. How do I create the business rules that are associated with each variant of content. Let's start by going to the authoring experience or the form view. I can do this by changing from preview to inline edit mode. The platform displays gear-looking icons indicating areas of the page that I have the authority to edit or change. Clicking on the appropriate icon takes me directly to the authoring form for this page. I can see by this form that I have different content for each variant. I can also add additional target variants if desired. I'm going to edit the settings for the snippet that contains these different variants of content. By editing the groups, I'm presented with all the different target groups containing various business rules that I have in my Crownpeak instance. Having access to each of these target groups means that I can reuse them anywhere on the website or across digital touchpoints. Let's take a look at the ophthalmologist business rules. Now, I'm presented with a screen that shows the exact business logic that has been configured for our ophthalmologist visitors. I can see from the logic that we are using form field or cookie-based targeting. In this case, anytime a web visitor fills out a web form where they tell us that they are an ophthalmologist, the field data will be stored in that web visitor's browser cookie. The same thing can apply to our patient and our optometrist visitors. This can happen in any web form. It can be a survey, or we can have the web visitor self-identify when they first come to the website. Let's build out some more business rules for content personalization. Let's say we are holding a conference for ophthalmologists in Northern California. We want this specific persona to be able to see content about the conference and possibly even register for the conference. In this case, we will be using both cookie data, that is form field data, in conjunction with browser session information, that is geolocation targeting. However, if an ophthalmologist came to the site from the East Coast of the United States, we just want them to see the regular ophthalmologist content. Business rules are built by dragging and dropping field data into the rules area of the screen. Now I can configure my business rule logic to attain my desired result. That is, to set the location rule to target Northern California. I can edit geographic targeting in a couple of different ways. This allows me to target by country, state or province, and zip code or postal code. But I want to be more granular with my targeting. This brings up a map and a target. I can use the map to zoom in or out and pan to anywhere in the world. I can select the target and move it anywhere in the world, as well as resize the target to get as granular as I like. Since my conference is in Northern California, I'm going to move my target to cover that area. Now, I have edited my business rule so that any ophthalmologist that comes to the website and is located in Northern California will see all the content I want them to see concerning the conference we are hosting. Notice how the newly created rule contains 3 factors: a latitude and longitude for the center of my targeting circle, and a radius for the targeting circle. Once I publish this asset, the content variants and business logic will also be published. And just like that, my website will be personalized for the visitor personas I'm targeting. Let's revisit what we just saw. A Crownpeak platform user was able to create a dynamic personalized experience for a specific set of web visitors. It was easy to not only create content variants, but simple, straightforward business logic to help identify what type of web visitor persona is on the site so that dynamic content messaging could be delivered. The Crownpeak user was entirely empowered to do this on their own and did not require any technical knowledge of scripting or HTML. For more information about Crownpeak, our offerings, or to contact us, visit us at crownpeak.com or send an email to info@crownpeak.com.